Hello everyone, welcome to the Star Wars Vault. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to see new Star Wars videos every week.
Okay everyone, we are now going into the final story arc of the Clone Wars series, The Siege of Mandalore. Episode 9 is titled Old Friends Not Forgotten, and something to take note of at the beginning of this episode, we see something different than usual. We get to see a green logo saying Lucasfilm, a limited production, which is what George Lucas used back in the day for the original Star Wars. Perhaps a way to pay homage to the creator by Dave Filoni. As we jump into this episode, we see how close we really are to the end of the Clone Wars. Many Jedi, including Plo Koon and Aayla Secura, are already sent with their divisions of clones to their final planet missions, as we see from Revenge of the Sith. This is the first time in this season, and really this show as well, that you feel the upcoming collision of storyline between the Clone Wars and Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, and it's really starting to give me chills. Now, we are sent right into the action once again, with Obi-Wan and Commander Cody trying to gain edge on the Separatist droids. They seem to be struggling a little bit, so they decide to take cover. Obi-Wan begins to wonder where his former apprentice Anakin is, as he starts to feel time is running out, only for Anakin to show up right behind him, seemingly very comfortable. He reveals that he has a plan, and immediately starts to walk alone, directly toward incoming projectiles without a care in the world. He then offers to surrender to the droids, who take a moment to pause and process what the general is saying. This whole plan is meant to buy a moment of time for all of Anakin's reinforcements hiding under the bridge to come out with a surprise attack effort at the right time. And it doesn't take long for this said time to occur, which is when Anakin can get in range of the protocol droid, who knows that the Jedi is setting up a trap. General Skywalker immediately force pulls the protocol droid and severs its head, with all the clones coming out from under the bridge as they begin to overwhelm the Separatist forces. Obi-Wan and Anakin show some brief banter during all this, maybe for the last time, and I gotta say it was really fun to see it one last time. The Republic then reports to Anakin and Obi-Wan that a transmission has reached them, suggesting they go into their ship's communication center to see what it is. And finally, we see the long-awaited reunion between Anakin and his old apprentice, Ahsoka Tano. She is seen on the holographic transmission with Bo as she says, "Hello, Master. It's been a while." Anakin is shocked and very excited to see Ahsoka, asking if she's alright. She confirms so, but that they don't have much time and they must meet with Obi-Wan and Anakin directly about trying to capture Maul. This, of course, grabbing their attention, they meet with Bo and Ahsoka, where Bo reveals that Maul and his followers are spreading terrorism across her home planet of Mandalore. Obi-Wan, showing his strict dedication to the Jedi Order, explains that he will inform the Council and see what they will approve. Bo, infuriated, suggesting they have no such time, takes a direct shot at Obi-Wan, saying how her sister was murdered by Maul, and telling Kenobi, "I thought she meant something to you," of course referring to Satine, who Obi-Wan had romantic feelings for. Obi-Wan shows to be clearly affected by this comment, but responds by saying, "She did, and still does, but I can't let my feelings cloud my judgment." As Kenobi walks away, Anakin tries to make some small talk with Ahsoka, where she clearly shows some disappointment with how the Jedi still operate. Anakin then decides to take her to see Rex, as well as the rest of the 501st Legion, as they had all of their helmets painted with the color schemes of Ahsoka's face. When she mentions that they shouldn't be saluting her anymore, Anakin replies with, "It doesn't matter to them. It's all about respect for the clones, and they know what you sacrificed for them." This really is a great moment to see how Anakin and Ahsoka's clone division really care about their leaders and their respect for them. It comes full circle for this series, as well as the beginning installment, the Clone Wars movie from 2008. Right after this, however, an emergency alarm goes off, and Obi-Wan informs Anakin that they must leave to rescue the Chancellor from Grievous on the Invisible Hand, which of course is the opening to Revenge of the Sith. Ahsoka, angered by Obi-Wan, telling him this is why the Jedi are looked down upon, saying the Chancellor needs him and they could care less about places like Mandalore. Anakin suggests to split up the 501st and have Rex command the troops, with Ahsoka accompanying as an advisor. Obi-Wan hesitantly agrees, and Anakin gives Ahsoka her old lightsabers back, both now blue, just like her master's, saying if you're going to face Maul, you'll need these. They say goodbye for the last time as Anakin gives her a nice nod, a very powerful scene for these incredible characters. Ahsoka and Rex then successfully land on Mandalore, with Ahsoka once again showing off some of her greatest powers and abilities to date, jumping from ship to ship in the sky. So once they land, they split up to try to find Maul, and then we see some of his warriors dressed in red and black armor sneak up and kill all of Ahsoka's 501st troops around her. She is then surrounded by said warriors, with Maul then slowly walking out saying, "I was hoping for Kenobi. Why are you here?" And that, my friends, is where we leave off with episode 9. Wow, what an episode. I mean, on my first watch of this episode, it instantly became my favorite of the Clone Wars I had ever seen. Everything was taken to another level. The animation, the story, the action, the respected pace to episode 3 of the prequels, really everything was amazing to see. All of the moments between Anakin and Ahsoka are just spectacular. Now, we know we are already into the timeline for Revenge of the Sith, and we are finally at the confrontation between Maul and Ahsoka. I'm just so excited to get into episode 10 with you guys real soon. But first, I want you guys to let me know how you felt about episode 9 and the beginning of this arc. What were your favorite moments? And what got you really excited for what's next in episode 10? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you did enjoy today's video, please hit that like button as it does support the channel. If you want to see my content on social media, you can find those links in the description. But that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Until then, may the Force be with you.